without fighting in 155? Without, no, I don't agree. Because Islam already give chance, and people talk bad about like, oh, he fight 2 times with Volkanovski, but the UFC pushed this fight, and this fight was good in first fight. But why Islam have to give 3 times chance for 145 champion? Why? It's not fair for 155 pounds.
So what makes you want to move up to 155?
Because I really believe that I can beat the current champion, Islam. You can't be a world champion by chance.
I hope Ilia goes up to 55. I don't care if he only defended the title 1 time.
Henry, I have to agree with Joe Rogan. If he wants to move up 100%, I support it. Now, does he defeat someone like Islam Makhachev? Because people aren't paying attention of what Ilia Topuria is.
Speculation surrounding a potential UFC super fight between featherweight champion Ilia Topuria and lightweight king Islam Makhachev is gaining serious traction online, sparking debate and excitement throughout the MMA community. Fans and analysts alike are buzzing over the idea of these 2 rising stars clashing, with Topuria's undefeated record and explosive fighting style making him a compelling challenger to Makhachev's dominant grappling and all-around game. However, not everyone is on board with the idea just yet. Umar Nurmagomedov recently added his voice to the conversation, expressing doubt about Topuria's chances and suggesting that Makhachev operates on a completely different level in terms of skill, experience, and physicality. According to Nurmagomedov, Topuria should concentrate on defending his featherweight title against the many contenders in his division before entertaining the idea of moving up. His comments reflect a broader sentiment shared by many in the sport, that while Topuria's ambition is admirable, rushing into a super fight with a larger, more seasoned opponent like Makhachev could be premature. The featherweight division still boasts a number of elite fighters, including names like Movsar Evloev, Arnold Allen, and possibly a returning Max Holloway, each of whom presents a legitimate challenge to Topuria's reign. Jumping straight into a high-stakes bout with Makhachev without first clearing out his own division could not only create bottlenecks in matchmaking but also risk derailing his momentum if he falls short. At the same time, the hype surrounding the matchup speaks to Topuria's rising star power and the allure of seeing 2 champions from different divisions clash in what could be a blockbuster event. For now, the debate continues, with some fans urging Topuria to take the risk and chase greatness, while others believe he should build a legacy as a dominant featherweight champion first. Whether or not the fight materializes anytime soon, the growing speculation has added another layer of intrigue to both divisions, and all eyes will be on what moves the UFC decides to make next.
Ilia Topuria no need this. You just become champion, you have to defend your title a couple of times, even 1 time. Please, stay focused on your division. He have Mafsan, Alton Sterling, right now Max Holloway. When you have good fights on your division, be quiet. His game have levels, and he's not Islam level.
John and Nick both strongly believe that Ilia Topuria should prioritize defending the UFC featherweight title more consistently rather than looking to jump into high-profile matchups against larger opponents in the lightweight division, particularly someone as dominant as Islam Makhachev. They argue that while Topuria is undeniably talented and has rapidly risen through the ranks with an undefeated record and an impressive championship victory, the featherweight division still holds several worthy contenders who deserve their shot. In their view, fighters like Movsar Evloev, Arnold Allen, and a returning Max Holloway, if he drops back down, all present legitimate challenges that Topuria should address to truly solidify his legacy as champion. John and Nick also highlight the physical differences between weight classes, noting that although Topuria has knockout power and high-level grappling, he may be undersized when matched against the top-tier lightweights. Fighters like Makhachev not only have more experience at that level but also carry a natural size and strength advantage, something that could neutralize Topuria's explosive style. They emphasize that moving up too soon could derail his momentum if he were to suffer a loss, particularly against someone like Makhachev, who is currently regarded as one of the pound-for-pound best fighters in the world due to his elite wrestling, cardio, and all-around fight IQ. John also points out that while the allure of super fights and double champ status is strong, history shows that jumping divisions without first clearing out your own weight class can create logjams and tension among other contenders. Nick agrees and adds that fans respect champions who defend their belts multiple times, proving their dominance over an entire division, rather than chasing headlines in another. They both acknowledge Topuria's confidence and ambition but believe that his legacy will be better served by building a dominant title reign at featherweight first. Furthermore, they suggest that Topuria could eventually grow into a lightweight naturally, which would allow for a more seamless transition when the time is right. Until then, they think he should stay focused on solidifying his place as the undisputed king of the 145-pound division.
Well, I don't like to get too opinionated when it comes to certain things, right? Because Ilia Topuria has defended the Featherweight Championship one time. So the MMA fan in me, and a meritocracy, would like to see him sustain a little bit. And I do think he's undersized, at least as far as a lot of these guys at the top of the lightweight division. Islam Makhachev is...
Islam and Ilia Topuria go at it. Who do you think wins?
Ilia Topuria may be one of my favorite guys to watch stylistically. How he doesn't force things, not getting emotional, not pushing too hard, also not taking his foot off the gas. He's just right there in the middle until he lands the big knockout punch. So I think he could catch Islam, but if that fight goes anything past 15 minutes, I think Islam beats him handedly, just because Islam is a large 155er, and I don't think Ilia is that big. But ton of respect for both of those guys, especially Ilia.
We'll see what's going to happen. Me personally, what I want to do is to move up to the 155, because I know by fact that I can become a two-weight world champion, because Islam, he's a great fighter. He's the #1 pound for pound for the people, for me. It's me, myself. I'm the best fighter in the world. So I know that I can do with him whatever I want to do, because I know that I'm much better than him.
Islam, you know what I mean? He's only defended the belt once. Normally he needs to defend the belt like 3 times, and he's not that big of a star. He just jumps like he's not McGregor. You know what I mean? To just jump right up and fight for the other belt. So I can't personally see that happening, but we'll see what happens. I heard Ilia's headline in the 314 event against both, but you don't know till nothing's finalised with the UFC. I have been told this and that in the last few weeks, last few months, and you know, we'll just see.
The pound for pound #1 right now,
and I think he can win. Happen. And what makes me think that Ilia will do really well against Islam is that Volk's first fight with Islam. I'm like, man, Ilia's wrestling is way better than Volk's, and obviously you could see how the striking
happening at lightweight now. I hope, as crazy as it sounds, I hope Ilia goes up to 55. I really do. What about Volkanovski, Diego Lopez, 45?
I'll take that.
Ilia goes up to 55. Fuck, I don't care if he only defended the title one time or didn't.
Agree.
Who cares?
You want Ilia to fight Makhachev?
Let's go.
Oh.
Yeah,
Let's fucking go.
Face a couple of those guys first, like you just said.
Yeah, it'd be nice, but also, who cares? Let's go.
I choose, of course, Ilia. Fight Islam Makhachev. Do I believe Ilia can beat Islam? No. But if you ain't trying, the key is actually trying to attempt. And if Ilia's able to go up a weight class, beat the pound for pound, then he automatically becomes the pound.
You just said Islam will beat him. I would lean towards that too, but he's definitely going to lose that fight. I can't say that because of the way he shocked us twice.
Выйдем, поговорим. Но у нас 100% будет какой-то разговор. Он постоянно говорит про меня, что-то хочет, наверное, донести. Я не понимаю, что он хочет донести. Выйдем, поговорим. Драться хочет. Подеремся, если нужно.
Big guy. I think he's going to be a lot bigger than Topuria. But that being said, Topuria is an assassin, and I believe he can knock out anybody from 145 pounds to 170 pounds.
You think Islam could become the champion at an upper weight class, maybe 170 if he wanted to?
Yeah, I believe Islam could win the 170 pound.
Ilia Topuria. He said, you know what? I want to go up to 155 pounds, fight the #1 contender, and then if he wins that, then he fights Islam. I think that's good, brother. I think he deserves.
I think if he move up and he beat somebody like Dustin Poirier or Charles Oliveira, he's next. Why not? Because there is no...
Ilia deserves a shot at 155 pounds.
Without fighting in 155? Without, no, I don't agree. Because Islam already give chance. And people talk bad about, like, oh, he fight 2 times with Volkanovski. But the UFC pushed this fight. And this fight was good, the first fight. But why Islam have to give 3 times chance for 145 champion? Why? It's not fair for 155 pounds.
Right.
But if he move up and he beat somebody like Charles Oliveira, of course. You know what I think?
Yeah.
I think he can beat me.
Yeah. I like Charles, but I think so too.
No, I think Ilia can beat him.
Ilia versus Makhachev, what would you think? Who would win?
I mean, bro, it's hard to go against Islam. His fighting style is a tough one. You know, he likes wrestling, he likes striking. I was falling in love with his striking. It's hard to bet against Islam. At the end of the day, if he gets it, that's cool, but probably not. He has Volk and Diego running down the door right now, so I think it might keep him down.
What's that fight going between Islam and Ilia?
Yeah, I mean, like Islam's really good, you know what I mean? But again, Ilia's the type of guy that he could knock out anyone. So he's got power in his hands, you know what I mean? Everyone knows that. You go in there fighting him, you know that that's his chance to win.
If a guy like Islam is forced to stand with Topuria for whatever reason,
there's a good chance Topuria knocks him out. I think that this is what I mean. Like, imagine you could take Saryukian's wrestling on the defensive side and put it in the body of Topuria. That guy beats Islam.
You were asked a question last night about Islam Makhachev and you had a smile on your face. Is there something special in the works with him? I'm just kind of reading the room a little bit.
Yeah, Ilia Topuria, whatever. He's dangerous. His boxing so dangerous. He's dangerous with submissions. He's dangerous with kicking. He fought this dude, Giant Herbert. He gets head kicked in the first round and he scrambled, got a hold of him. Next round, sent him into front lands and walk off KO.
Is there anyone else you'd want to fight at lightweight? I know you said you'd be willing to fight Oliveira.
There are so many excited fights in the lightweight division.
Even Armand now, I guess he's kind of...
Yeah, Armand needs to build himself a little bit more, you know? But at this point, just imagine a fight between me and I love that dog. That's important.